Hello. Welcome to my space, my gremlins and fairies. Welcome to fall. Fall season is here. Hey, I'm Simone. I am an artsy, fartsy fairy, I guess. Or you can call me a gremlin too. I think I'm kind of a bit of both. And we are going to talk about procrastination? Question mark? For those of us who are artsy fartsy, I'm artsy, I'm fartsy, and I'm a procrastinator of sorts. But the reason why I kind of added a little bit of a question mark there is because I just kind of feel like there are times where, yes, there's procrastination, definitely. Like we are procrastinating and we need to not necessarily try to force ourselves out of procrastination. Like, I love soft energy, right? Loving, soft, understanding energy, especially for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere right now. We are all of us are enjoying or experiencing the fall season. For those of you who are not in the Northern Hemisphere, you may be experiencing springtime, I think for my Australian people. Let me know if you are watching this and you're from Australia or in Australia. So guys, we're going to kind of tap into this energy of procrastination a bit, or at least just try to question that energy, because I have been very inquisitive mentally about what procrastination actually looks like, especially for those of us who have ADHD, for those of us who may be neurodivergent. There may be, for those of you who may watch this, you might be autistic. I don't know. Whether you're self-diagnosed or, whether you have been diagnosed by a physician, I don't know. But for those of us who are a bit neurodivergent, for those of us who are just creative and we're colorful and we were just kind of born to enjoy life in such a colorful way, but then also we live in a world that is kind of telling us, hey, be like everybody else, agree with everybody else, walk with everybody else, move in the same direction as everybody else. It gets a bit daunting. It gets a little bit dodgy. And that's why I want to, it doesn't matter what you believe in, it doesn't matter where you come from, it doesn't matter your background. That's not what we're here to talk about. We're here only specifically to talk about the question. And we're going to go ahead and talk about this question that I've been asking myself for a decade or more. Okay. Is it procrastination? Or is it your body sending you signals? I really have come to the conclusion that it's my body sending me signals of being a little bit off kilter, being out of sync with my own rhythm and my own natural existence. Now, does that mean that, procrastination isn't a part of our day-to-day lives? For some people, for me, for sure. Yes, for sure. There are days where I am really not wanting to work on my artwork. There are days where I don't want to create. There are days where I don't want to upload a video to YouTube. Just like today, I was like, I really don't feel like turning on my camera. But I did it anyway, because I felt that there may be those of you who really want to know, or not that I have all the answers at all, but there may be those of you who may be asking the same questions that I am. Like, am I just a procrastinator? Am I just lazy? Am I just incompetent? Am I just irresponsible? Or is my body telling me something? Is my heart telling me something? Right? And I think regardless of what the answer is, it's still so crucial to check in with yourself, to figure out, okay, how can I be more friendly to myself and allow my body and my own rhythm and my bodily signals, or my heart and my mind signals to answer those questions for me. right? I'm not here to impose or to project any of my experiences onto you. Everybody has their own answers to this question. You can definitely put it in the comment section. I will definitely read them and respond to them. I'm always open to hearing what anybody has to say. But we do live in a world that's like it's just a bullet train that just never stops. This world is kind of in dire need right now for many reasons. When do we decide to stop? When do we decide to look at the planet Earth in her natural form and, hang out? Hang out with a tree, hang out, like seriously hang out. I'm not saying you have to talk to a tree necessarily. I mean, if you want to, fine, but really learning from the environment around you on a day-to-day basis, right? So I do have some notes here in my little handy dandy notebook, as Steve would say. Who doesn't love Steve? Who doesn't love Blue's Clues? Anyway, these are feelings that I have. These are battles and conflicts that I have within myself, and I've had these battles and conflicts for years, and as of today, I was kind of battling with it. But I decided, you know what, let me actually put this energy to good use and actually share this with the world in some way, shape, or form. I don't know who all are going to see this video or whatnot, but whoever does see it and whoever resonates with it, cool, awesome. And if you don't, that's awesome too. Life is more than work. And I've actually shared that notion with a couple people in my life, and it's interesting. It kind of like triggered them. It kind of rubbed them the wrong way, because they, the types of people that I would share this with, like they were workaholics. They were the ones that are driven by money, and it's fine. It's fine. Like, we need money. Please do not walk away from this video and think that, oh, yeah, it's okay to procrastinate. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. To me, procrastination is a sign that something is off kilter, right? And we don't want to be moving through life off kilter, at least not for too long. Check in with yourself if there's procrastination tendencies, okay? Because that's what I do with myself, or I've learned to do that more with myself. Instead of beating yourself up about it, just try to understand, okay, why am I procrastinating? Okay? Please do not walk away from this video thinking that, oh, Simone said that. I mean, but you guys have your own brains, so I would hope that you guys don't walk away from this thinking that I'm telling you guys what to do. But yeah, life is more than work. Life is so much more than that. Life needs our attention in different ways. And this channel, it's a goal of mine. It is a goal for me to grow with you guys on this channel, right? Is the clicks and the views and the subscriptions like my goal? Like, oh my God, I want to be viral by this time, or I want to have 1,000 subscribers or 1,000 views or blah, blah, blah. Not really. I don't do the math on that. I don't really, count. I'm not really counting my chickens like that, I am just happy to be here. Does that make sense? I think that's something that has really enriched my life, is realizing that the way I exist is absolutely awesome. It's cool. I've healed a lot by just realizing, hey, it's fine to sleep in. It's okay to take a nap. It's okay to take a day off. It's okay to step aside and just allow someone else to do the job. It's okay to put something on hold for a minute. It's okay to not think about whatever it is you're obsessing over or concerned about in your life right now. It's okay to just be like, you know what? I'll deal with it when I deal with it. I'm all about productivity. I'm all about productivity. I love carrying a notebook around with me. I love having a nice planner. I love doing a lot of things that, doing chores. I love cooking. I love doing a lot of things that enrich my life. I don't think a goal should ever suck your soul out of you. It should enrich you. It should give you adrenaline. It should be something that you're like, when you think about it, you're like, it brightens your day, whether you're working on it in that moment or not. And so for me, it's kind of been that same thing, whether it's like a job that I hate or a job that doesn't appreciate me like I thought it did. It can be a lot of things in life that just gets us to that point where we're just like, what am I doing? It can be a situation in life where, you know, maybe your family is going through it. Maybe you're going through it with a friend or with your partner, or maybe there's something going on with your pets. Whatever the case may be, sometimes you have to stop yourself and realize, what is more important right now? Where is my attention needed right now? Where is my attention needed for the time being? Because the goal is going to be there, right? Like, again, my goal to improve as an artist, to connect with other creatives out there, to I guess, heal with other people out there, you know, that's always going to be there till the day I die, right? That's always going to be there. When do we stop ourselves and remember, okay, I'm in the here and now. Let me focus on the here and now. Also, yes, my microphone is still broken. I mean, it's not broken, but the clip is still broken on the back. So I'm really sorry if you kind of hear like me going in and out. I hope it's not going in and out, but sometimes my hand will just like go back and forth because I'm a little bit expressive with my hands. So I'm sorry about that, because I still need to get my clip-on mic turned on, but that's not the one I grabbed. But anyway, where is your attention needed? Also, what feels natural to you? I had so many different ideas for videos. Like, I always have a plan written out for a video, or I always have a plan written out for an art project. But a lot of my art projects that's ever stuck and has ever grown and expanded into something beautiful, it came out of a trial and error type of situation, right? It was just a ball of trial and error that I just kept crumpling up and tossing away. And sometimes I will, you know, try to uncrumple it and be like, okay, maybe I can work with this. And then I'll just crumple it up again and be like, no, that doesn't feel right. I'm a very feely person. So when it comes to my feelings and what my heart needs, and also what my soul is feeling, my spirit, I go with that. I used to always feel that it was too childish for me to navigate my life through how I felt. But your emotions mature over time. At least they should if you pay attention to them enough, right? And you heal them. And a lot of the time, I sit here and I'm like, okay, I want to create something. Or I want to read a book. Or I want to write in my journal. I want to write in my planner right now. Or I want to go for a walk. I want to go camping. Or I want to go shopping. I want to, you know, play a video game. What have you. And those moments have never steered me wrong. They've never pointed me in the wrong direction. But as I sit down here and talk to you guys about procrastination and how to check in with yourself when it comes to that, this was the video that stuck with me. This was the video that felt right. When I sat down and turned on my mic and started looking at my notes, I realized, you know, yeah, this is what I want to talk about. This feels right to me. This feels natural. And I feel like I know I keep saying I feel like throughout this video because that's just who I am. I'm a feeler. I really do believe in the power of the individual and the individual meeting up with other individuals, creating a collective of individuals and creating the world that we want to live in. We can't change other people, but we can change how we navigate this life on a day-to-day basis and even on an hour-to-hour basis, you know? So yeah, the clicks, the likes, the views, the subscriptions, things that, you know, all of the subscribers, things like that. Yeah, I mean, it feels nice to be able to get that validation, but it's just so fleeting. There's a lot of beautiful, creative people on social media, and we've been here for a very long time. I just think it's important to create meaningful connections. Not just for the clicks or the views, but to actually create a better world. Not just for ourselves, but for other people who are looking for that change, but may not know how to start it. you know, for me, my focuses lately have not been on my YouTube channel and has not been on creativity. Let me tell you, it has not been on creating art. I haven't created any type of art. Maybe I sketched in my sketchbook a couple times. But as far as like working on a project, which I do have a project that I've been working on. I just haven't really been posting it here on YouTube, but it's actually on my TikTok and also on my Instagram. I plan on actually including those posts on YouTube for you guys to see. My plan is to create a short story series type of book. So it's going to be a book full of short stories of lore behind a specific character, which we will probably get into at the end of the video briefly before we end this conversation. So back to what I was saying. My focus has not been on creativity for the past couple of months. Okay, this summer has been primarily about me healing myself, me focusing on my spiritual health, my mental health and bodily health routines and rituals. Gaming. I could have definitely recorded a gameplay on this channel at any given time. But there was just those moments where I was feeling this, again, that tug from within saying, no, this is just for you. Enjoy this moment for yourself. Enjoy this moment with your partner or with your family. But then there's those negative thoughts that are saying, well, there's another opportunity missed because you didn't, produce content. And I feel like I'm not alone in that. Not just with content creation. I'm talking about just with anything. That feeling, that tug on the other side of your brain that's beating you down and telling you that you could be doing better. You could be doing this. You could be doing that. And there's so many videos, guys. There's a surplus. There is an oversaturation of content out there where it just looks like, oh my gosh, these people have it together. Oh my God, they have the house. Oh my God, they have these beautiful dogs or these beautiful cats. Oh my God, they have all this money, or they have a beautiful relationship, or they have this amazing equipment that they're filming with, and all of these things. There could be a lot of things showing us what our lives could be, I guess. But what is the reality? We don't know what the reality is behind the camera. We don't know what the reality is when someone turns off their camera and, they may have to go to work, or maybe they end up fighting with their spouses, or, maybe they have to go to the doctor or to the hospital. I don't know. We don't know. And when we're looking, for me, I'll just speak for myself. When I've looked at videos all over the internet and social media of people being so productive, and they have all of these planners and these beautiful pens and pencils, and it looks like they're just getting things done, and they're waking up at 5 a.m. going to the gym. I'm not saying that these things are not attainable and that is not someone's reality. It's just not my reality, at least not as of right now. And I think that that's just so important for us to just live in the now. What is real for you right now? As a creative, as a non-creative, whoever you are out there, old or young, what is the reality for you right now? Just take that. What is your present moments looking like? Or are you even paying attention? Are we even paying attention to our present moments? Or are we too busy trying to speed past it and get to the future and get to the next best thing? So once again, we go back to the question of, are you procrastinating? Or are you just trying to find a way to embrace your natural rhythm, your natural existence, your natural state on a day-to-day basis? And if it is, once again, if it is procrastination, then again, we still need to check in with ourselves and be friendly to ourselves. Get down to business with, what is going on with me? Am I depressed? Am I just anxious? Is it just me having ADHD? There may be some of you guys out there that might be neurospicy, like myself. So, don't beat yourself up. Do whatever you want, but don't beat yourself up. You know what I mean? If you have a job, go to work. Yeah, go to work for sure. But just check in with yourself. Is your job destroying you from the inside out? Is your job making you sick? Is it a relationship that's making you sick? Or are there concerns and doubts and fears and anxieties, things that you're obsessing over, thoughts that you're obsessing over that you just can't get out of your head, that you just might need some help and support and guidance towards, healing that? Think on good things. I know that's easier said than done, but it's so important when you're going through a tough time and you're so used to beating yourself up and obsessing over beating yourself up, to think on better things. Think on something that you can focus on in that moment. Does that make sense? But yeah, like I said, art has not been my focus this summer. It's been, and I have a list right here, the outdoors. I went camping a few times. It was amazing. Connecting with my friends and family, getting closer to the people that I love. Gaming. I love gaming. I could have definitely posted something on YouTube, but I didn't. Reading, going to the library, getting myself a library card, going to bookstores. That's been a lot of fun. Spiritual and mental health routines, like I've said before, and also getting a new job. YouTube is not something that I do for a living. Maybe one day that might be something that I'm able to do. But as of right now, I have a job and I love my job, and I'm really excited about it for the future, for the time being. So there are things in your life, I'm sure, that need your attention. There are people in your life that I'm sure need your attention. Your goals, your aspirations, they're always going to be there, you guys. They're always going to be there, okay? Don't forget about yourself in the process. Don't lose yourself in the journey towards the goal. Go for the goal, but don't forget yourself. Okay? It's not about what other people want for you and what people expect from you. It's not about what the world expects from you. It's not what social media looks like. It's about how you want your life to look. Does that make sense? So if you're an artsy fartsy procrastinator like myself, again, don't beat yourself up over it. Just try to figure out what's going on with you. That's all you got to do. So we have come to the end of our conversation. And before I conclude the video, if you would like, you can like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel. If my energy makes you feel good, if it makes you feel positive, if you feel cozy when you come over to my videos, then yeah, go ahead and share your energy with me. I also wanted to talk about this project. So this project that I'm working on currently is called The Night Merchant. It is eventually I want it to be a short story or a number of short stories in a book about this night merchant who is a goblin who sells wares, and he sells mysterious wares and trinkets and doodads and knickknacks, things that can be used for certain mystical purposes. And so every single item that he sells, I have a short story and an illustration to go along with it. Okay, so the first illustration, which I will share over here or over there or down here, I don't know, wherever I have it floating on screen, that is the illustration of my night merchant. That is the very first illustration that I created. I will be sharing it here, more of my illustrations here on YouTube, but then you will also be seeing all of the items that he sells and the stories, the short stories behind it, which I think you guys would like a lot. And I guess I will also maybe start sharing brief book recommendations. And right now I am reading a book called The Keeper of Lonely Spirits. I think that's what it's called. Yes. The Keeper of Lonely Spirits. And it is so far a really good book. I'm intrigued. The first couple of pages already had me hooked. So if you guys are into reading, try reading that book. It's really good so far. I love you guys very much. I know it's been a while since I've been on here, but again, check in with yourself. Put yourself out there in the world when you know it's your time. Don't pass up opportunities that present themselves to you. But even if you do, if you're tired, if you're worn out, that's okay too. It's okay. Don't force yourself to be something that you don't feel you can be at any given time. Be kind to yourselves, you guys, okay? And stay sparkly. I'm tossing glitter and sparkles your way. Have a good day. I hope that you enjoy spooky season, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye, guys.